Hello everyone, I'm Aditi. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Mission Parivartan. So it's 16th of September and it is celebrated as World Ozone Day. So here we are with the research of ozone layer, which is the life preserver of the earth. So first of all, let's start with what is ozone layer. So it is present in the stratosphere of the atmosphere, that is approximately 16 to 50 kilometers away from the earth, and it is composed of O3 molecules, that is oxygen molecules, 3 atoms of oxygen. And it, of course, you all must have studied that it protects the earth from the ultraviolet radiations from the sun. So let's study what are these UV rays. So they are electromagnetic radiation from the sun. So they have different wavelengths. They have shorter and high wavelengths according to the categories. So the categories are UV ray A, UVB and UVC. So UVA, basically its wavelength is 320 to 400 nanometers, and they're the longest of the 3 UV types. So basically they harm us with skin diseases, and they play a role in tanning our skins. Then UVB, its wavelength is 280 to 320 nanometers. So they are the burning rays, since they burn the skin, and they increase the risk of skin cancer and damage of DNA in the skin. UVC is 100 to 280 nanometers. This layer is causes some eye damage or even skin burns on your skin. Some of these UV rays do provide you vitamin D, but if you go in sun a lot, then you're going to be tanned due to these UV rays. Now we are going to study the process in which the ozone layer absorbs the UV rays. So the molecule formation is, of course, there are 3 types of 3 atoms which of oxygen which combine together to form O3. So this O3 is formed when the oxygen molecules, that O2, in the stratosphere are exposed to the high energy UVC or UVB rays from the sun. So these high energy rays can break apart the oxygen molecules into oxygen atoms. So these highly reactive oxygen atoms then react with one another to form O2 molecule or even O3. So O3 molecule is there in stratosphere, it's ozone. So there is something called as good ozone and bad ozone. So good ozone is, of course, which is there in the stratosphere and it is protecting us from the UV rays. But bad ozone is which is created on the earth. So it's mainly done by air conditioners, then due to vehicles. So when this O3 is formed, it is harmful for us and it has some side effects on our health. Let's come back to the second point, which is absorption of UV radiations. So ozone molecule have special ability to absorb and dissipate the UVC and UVB radiation. When UV rays from the sun enter the stratosphere, they encounter the ozone molecule. The energy from the UV rays is absorbed by the ozone molecule, and then they break down these molecules, and only the safe rays from the sun are allowed by this ozone layer to enter the earth. So I would also like to tell you that there are some duplication of ozone layer which is happening. So what do you mean by duplication? So this means thinning and reduction in the concentration of ozone molecules in the Earth's stratosphere. Particularly, this region is known as ozone layer or even ozonosphere. So this duplication is basically caused by humans because of the chlorofluorocarbon, that is, so it's a very big word, so it is abbreviated as CFCS, Halon's carbon tetrachloride, and it's methyl chloroform into the atmosphere. So due to all this, so again these are due to air conditioners and many fridges which we've been using. So here's an overview of duplication. So the major substances which do duplicate, which are responsible for this duplication of ozone layer, is chloride, bromine, and various oxides of nitrogen as well. When one atom of chlorine, let's say chlorine, hits the ozone, it literally kills it, and like thousands of it are being killed by one atom of chlorine. So, and the process of creating this back again, it takes a lot of time. As we have studied earlier, like it has to break down into oxygen, like 3 separate oxygens, and they combine together. It's a long process, and because it's a natural process, it's little slow. So we have to understand and we have to reduce this all these ODS, which are duplication, like ozone duplicating substance. What is the cause of ozone thinning and ozone holes? So we've studied about ozone thinning. It's like thinning of ozones. But what are ozone holes? So in the polar region and in Antarctica, a few scientists, they recognized that even the ozone layer is getting holes in it. So that even that's a matter of concern. So this duplication of ozone is build up of again CFCs in the atmosphere, and like 80% of the ozone duplication has already happened. So a few group of scientists, they came together and they started this Montreal Protocol that duplicate the application of they wanted to stop the duplication of ozone. So the production and the imports of the major ozone duplicating substance in the developed countries since 1996, and in developing countries in 2010, they've stopped the production of these ODS, that is ozone duplicating substances. Scientists expect the ozone hole to recover over time, but it will take decades for it to return to pre-industrial levels. How can we prevent the thinning of ozone holes? So, of course, avoiding the depleting substances like ODS. Then we should dispose the pre-1995 refrigerators, freezers, and air conditioners, because before 1995, all these products were probably produced this ODSs. So the products which are after 1995, you may use them. Buy the air conditioners and refrigerator equipment that do not use HCFCs as a refrigerant. Check your fire extinguishers to find active ingredients in them. Buy lumber, wood products and plywood that would not treat as methyl bromide. Minimize the use of cars. The best transport option is urban, bicycle or walking. This would even keep you healthier if you cycle or if you walk, if the place is nearby. And wishing you a very happy World Ozone Day. So this is probably celebrated to increase the awareness of ozone depletion. So please share this video with many people so that even they understand the ozone layer is depleting, and even they minimize the use of air conditioners, the cars and refrigerators. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next one.